Alright, in this demo I'm going to demo creating two web pages linked to each other. It's kind of get you started on your project or assignment number one, so you can create multiple web pages but in the same website. So this is my folder. This is the project folder. Remember last time I created particularly for one of my websites, so let me click into it. I have one of the files there already, so I'm going to create a second file. If you remember correctly, the content of this index.html file is a very simple one. Welcome to the web development class. So this is what we call a default home page. So let me create a second page and make some changes to this first page. So let me change to Notepad++. This is the source code of the default home page. I'm going to create two parts in the body. One is the real content of the first page, and the second part is a menu, so we can switch back to first page or the second page. First thing, I'm going to create a content on this page. So this is the content. It's a welcome page. At the same time, I'm going to create a menu. It's a link point to the second page. So href equals to so this is the basic structure of a link. What do you want to display on the link? Let's just say the second page we are going to name it how about schedule. Okay, and it's point to the second file called schedule.html. Remember, I haven't created the schedule.html file, so I'm going to create it. And also I'm using a relative path, which means the file location of this file is relative to the current file, which is the index.html. Here I did not use any directory, which means these two files should be in the same directory. Okay, so let me save this one and do a refresh. You can see that this is our the link to the second page. If I click on it, it reports error because I haven't created that second file yet. So let me create it. So file, new. I'm going to create a new HTML file. So follow the HTML file's basic structure, and of course we want to change it to language HTML. We have the head, we have the body, so let me align them well. In the head we should create a title tag. Every time you open a tag, so remember to close it at the same time. So this title would be the class schedule. In the body, I'm going to create a link pointing to our first page is the index.html, and I'm going to call it home. Now I can create more content. This time probably I won't create I don't have too much content, so this is for demo purpose. Let me just create a list, ordered list. close it. So there are some list items here. Okay, so I call it week 1 introduction, and we can have more items. So let me save this file. I will call it schedule. Remember, it has to be consistent. It has to be corresponds to the link in the first page. Save this one. Save as type HTML. You can also explicitly name it HTML. So sorry. So in my folder, you can see in my project folder, I have 2 files: index, schedule. And let's navigate to our second page and see what happens. Double click on the schedule. Oh, there is. That's our schedule. So you can click on the home link, points back to the home page. Click on the schedule link, link to the second page. To better distinguish the 2 pages, you might want to put a heading on each page. So let me go back and change it. I'm going to put a heading H2. Excuse me. The second level of the headings. So I call this schedule. So save this one. And back to the index.html. In Notepad, you can actually open all the files and edit them at the same time. So I'm going to create a home page. I'm going to call this home page and actually put the welcome to a paragraph. So H2, close it. So this is the welcome page or the home page. So let me save. Go to my Internet Explorer, do a refresh. So this is our schedule page. So I know, okay, this is a schedule page. I go back to my home page, and this is my home page. Alright, so you can add more pages. Just link them using a part we usually call the menu, right? So this is the menu. Most of the time, the menu items should be consistent, which means we should have the same number of menu items and same content on each of the page. So let me make last modification here. So I'm going to copy the schedule link to the schedule here. So we have a schedule. We also have the second scheduling. I'm going to separate those 2 with a vertical bar here. And I copy the complete menu. You can even call this, give it an indication. So this is the menu. Put it in the P tag. Remember, we haven't talked about the styles yet, so don't worry too much about the styles, the colors, the formatting, the fonts, and the layout yet, because we're going to cover that in actually next week. So I'm going to copy this to the first page. So now they are consistent. The menu part is consistent on every page. Save all the files. So go back to Internet Explorer. Now do a refresh. And see the menu items is pretty consistent. Right now I'm on the home page. I'm on the schedule page. You can see the first part is consistent. That's a very nice design, right? Home, schedule, home, schedule. Now you can start to put more links following this menu. So in your first assignment, you're going to put 3 pages here, and in the future assignments, you're going to put more pages. All right. that's our demo and get you started on assignment number 1, and also creating a website consisting of multiple interlinked web pages.